Guys, welcome back to another episode of Fashionably Broke Podcast with your hosts, Kassidy and Maddy Schweppy. We hope that everyone out there listening is staying warm and safe out there because I know the past couple of days have been absolutely freezing no matter where you're located in probably like the world right now, other than Australia. Because I know that it's freezing here in Nashville, and I know that it's absolutely freezing in Dallas as well, Dallas-Fort Worth area. So I hope everyone's bundled up, and I feel like we have a pretty good and chill episode for you guys. I feel like there's actually also a lot to catch up on because last week we had the wonderful and beautiful Mariah as our special guest, and we hope everyone enjoyed that episode. But Kassidy and I didn't get our chance to do like our weekly catch up.
Right.
And then also I feel like there was so much that like we needed to update y'all with, or just like kind of what has been going on in our lives for the past, 2 weeks now. So
I think so. I would say so. I don't even remember.
It's been the beginning of this year has already been like literally insane, and we've been just hitting the ground running. So it's just going to be, an episode of catching up. And then we just have a couple of fashion topics to get into. So it's going to be very fashion related and cold related, as you can tell.
Right.
We're just very casual this episode because it is freezing outside.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what I even did for the past 2 weeks. I think I've been taking it pretty easy, at least during the weekends, just because my weeks have been absolutely insane.
crazy.
And I just need to take a chill pill, just need to chill out during the weekend to kind of recover.
Yeah.
But I am excited because I'm about to leave for Florida for work, and then I will be going to Oklahoma for a friend's birthday. So that'll be fun.
Exciting.
But it is a jam-packed week we're about to get into.
Yeah, no, it is. I feel like this week is actually probably the opposite for me because the last 2 weeks have been crazy. Or I know the last time we spoke, actually our very first episode of the year, I had mentioned that I was starting to kind of feel funky and I was worried about getting sick. Yeah, fast forward like a day later, I ended up getting the flu.
Right.
So first week of January, I was out with the flu, but luckily I quickly got over that. Shout out to Tamiflu. Really it just helped me knock it out real fast. But it was a rough couple of days. Came on very fast, felt very sick.
Dude, the flu is the worst. I don't think anything is worse than that. But let me tell you, once you have Tamiflu in you for 24 hours, game changer.
Yeah, no, literally, it starts working practically instantly.
Right.
So that was one of the main things I needed to catch y'all up on because we had Mariah on last week, as I mentioned before. But obviously, feeling so much better. Still have a cough, which is, unfortunate, but
right.
At least no more flu.
Right, exactly. Get that out of here. Hopefully no more sicknesses for the year.
No, exactly. I'm hoping one and done. Got it over with at the beginning of the year. I feel like the beginning of the year was just a lot of admin.
Right.
Did not go as smoothly as, one hopes that the new year would start off for either of us. So I just feel like it was new year. All right, let's do some admin, get that done and over with. And then the year can only go up from there.
Exactly. No, this year is off to a great start now that we're mid into January.
After the first, now that we're 3 weeks in, we're good. We're good now.
Right.
Smooth sailing, right? But before we jump into some of our fun topics, Kassidy, what are your highs and lows from this week or last week or the future?
The future. Well, I would say my high is we got snow in Fort Worth, which was insane. I was not expecting to wake up to that this morning. So when I woke up, I was like, wait,
Oh,
what?
hello.
Because like there was no precipitation like in the forecast like whatsoever, and everyone's like, oh, like it's just gonna be cold. And I was like, okay, sweet, I can do cold, whatever. And then I literally woke up to like a winter wonderland. So that was pretty cool, but I was sad because Dallas wasn't here. I already miss her.
Wait, where is she?
She's with my parents since I'll be gone all week.
Oh my god, when did you drop her off? Or did they come get her?
We met halfway on Sunday, yesterday.
See, it's literally been forever since I've spoken to you. I have no idea what you've been up to.
Yeah, so I drove, met them, and dropped Dallas off, and then I don't even know when I can pick her up. I have no idea. I don't know. Right now, I'm not wanting to kennel her just because there's that weird like sickness going around with dogs that's like fatal. But driving 5 hours also is not
ideal.
Great. Yeah. Right. But my low, I'm hoping I can fly out in the morning. So obviously we got snow. It's not going to get above freezing. The roads are pretty great right now. I mean,
that's good.
Yeah, I ran some errands today. They were completely fine, but I just feel like once the sun goes down, it's just like no telling what's going to happen kind of thing. So that's my low right now, is I'm just like stressing about that and kind of stressing about driving to the airport in the morning. But, oh well, it is what it is. So we'll see. But
you'll have to keep me updated because I'm very curious to see how. I feel like it'll be fine. I feel like just put out the good vibes and
exactly.
You know, everything will be well.
Exactly. Then, hope for the best.
And then too, we'll have, you know, somewhat of a decent time on the podcast so that you can get to packing, because I know that you're probably just thinking about everything you have to pack. So
I just do everything so last minute because I feel like I have to like do laundry all of the day of, catch up on all of that, and it's just feels right to pack at night. Like,
well, right. I also just like can't, like, I cannot pack. I cannot physically bring myself to pack until it's like, holy crap, it's already 10 p.m. I have so much to do, but I leave tomorrow, like, I don't have time, so I just start throwing things in the bag. Like, I literally don't know how to pack any other way.
Right, exactly, same. Like, some of my friends will literally pack, like, a week in advance, and I'm like, what do you mean? I need half that stuff.
No, exactly. It's just, like, even if I, like, try, that's also, like, shopping. Oh my god, I'm the worst when I know I have something, and, like, I know for obviously months that I have something coming up. No, I still don't go and buy or order things until the week of. And I'm like, why do I do this to myself every single time? Because if it gets delayed, I'm screwed. Like,
no, and that was me. Literally this weekend, I went shopping for work clothes because I needed new slacks. I needed new stuff. I just like, I didn't even care the price anymore. I was like, we're swiping the card and we're not looking back. It is what it is. So I went to Abercrombie, and I mean, their slacks, amazing. Like, I tried them on and I was like, no, you do. They're so good. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I freaking need these right now. And I bought 3 pairs, and I go up to like the checkout and they're like, oh, are you a part of our rewards, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, I am. And typed in my like number and everything. I was like, any coupons, anything? And they're just
anything like, to help the poor.
No, anything. And they're just like, no.
And they're like, actually, we're going to add more to the price now that you put in the rewards. $5 more, please.
Right. And I get like online, it's easier to have sales, but like their whole website's like 20% off. I'm like, how is this not reflected in store
God
as well?
Damn it. I should have just ordered them online.
No, exactly. And I'm just like, oh my God.
I'm done.
But whatever. On to your highs and lows. I'm excited to hear.
So I feel like I have a couple highs. Sorry, I'm also putting on lotion because my hands are ashy. Okay. So it also snowed here in Nashville, and it snowed a lot. So this morning we woke up and it was pretty much at like 4-ish inches of snow. Like it started snowing last night, And when I say, like, it is so, it's, like, powdery. Like, it is insane. Flurries, insane. So, today, it snowed all day. So, it's kind of wild. They said it probably snowed, like, anywhere from, like, 3 to 4 or more inches. And, like, when I say it snowed, like,
Holy
it
cow.
snowed. So, it's supposed to freeze tonight. Like almost like a flash freeze. So like anything on the road, like I didn't drive today at all because like a lot of the like small roads haven't been like plowed or anything.
Right.
So they're just like covered in loose snow, which like, you know, I'm a little terrified to drive on. But they said that like the interstates are a lot more drivable today, but it's gonna like flash freeze tonight. So pretty much all of the slush is gonna become rock hard. Right. So, you know, navigating this is new, but it's just so pretty outside. Like today, I just kept catching myself staring out the window. Like I was trying to work. But I would just be staring out the window, just like watching the snowfall, like nothing on, like, you know, just working in silence, just like looking at the snow. So it was beautiful, but I have a feeling I'm going to get over it in like 0.5 seconds. Like tomorrow, I'm probably just going to be like done.
Right. So are you already planning to work from home tomorrow?
I mean, I kind of feel like I have to. Like it's supposed to be worse. Like it's supposed to snow a lot more tonight. And like when I say it snowed all day, like it is like that snow is deep. Mm-hmm. It's deep. I haven't been out in a couple of hours, but like even so, there were like you would walk through some patches and like they almost went over my boots, like into my boots. And like they weren't super short, but like
oh my god.
Yeah, no, it's like deep snow. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. It's exciting, but also like it's also supposed to stay freezing. I think there's like a point on Wednesday it's supposed to be 2 degrees.
2?
Fully 2. And then it looks like, I'm actually looking at the weather right now. It looks like the weather changed. And Thursday, there's also a chance of snow. So, like, it's supposed to snow tonight, I think a little bit more. And then tomorrow, I think it kind of stops. But it's supposed to be, like, really cold. Yeah, tomorrow is supposed to be 5 degrees. So, yeah.
That is crazy. And, like, do you just have to get, like, a 4-wheel drive car? What do you do?
So, yeah, I'm not sure. That are like special tires. I'm not even really sure. And I just found out that sometimes like if you have like an older car, and I know 100% Morgan is listening to me behind this door. I know I left him watching football in there. But so I'm gonna mess this up and then I'm gonna walk out when we're done recording and he's gonna be like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're so wrong, but you said it so confident. Something about, like, in older cars, like, if you haven't gotten, like, your battery replaced, like, recently, sometimes, like, in, you know, when it drops to a certain, like, degree, your car might not start, or, like, your Freon, like, stuff will freeze in, like, your engine, and basically, like, your car could either overheat or just not start in the first place. So that's something we're going to have to explore. So I guess that's also a low. But we've just been looking at the snow right now as a positive. Went sledding for the first time, I think, ever. So that was fun. In a makeshift sled. So yeah, it's been an adventure. My other high is I went to one of my best friends' wedding this past weekend in Baton Rouge. Holland and Carter got married, so congratulations to the Williamsons.
Yes, congrats.
It was literally so much fun. So much fun. It was so great to see all of my friends in Baton Rouge. Literally highlight, they had a 10-person band, and I think that they were one of the best bands, like wedding bands, I've ever heard.
Oh my gosh, how fun.
Yeah. It was a blast. And so, yeah. I think that is my highs and lows.
Very nice. No, that's good. It's going to be a learning curve in Tennessee. I'm curious to see how the winter goes and everything.
This is actually pretty rare. Like, it normally doesn't really snow here. Like, they say a lot of times, like, it doesn't snow every year. And, like, if it does, normally it is just, like, a day or two. And they say, like, a lot of times, like, it doesn't stick as much. Or, like, if it does, like, it really only lasts, like, a couple of days. But everywhere in the U.S. is, like, abnormally cold. And so, because it's supposed to, like, drop even more and, like, the roads got slushy, I don't know. But a lot of places, like, a lot of things shut down here, like, when it snows, unlike, you know, other places where it's more common. So, I don't know, but I feel like this is, like, a lot.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a lot for it not to happen, like, all the time.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't think it's ever been this cold or we've ever had the ice or snow this early.
Yeah, very true.
So it's concerning of what February is going to bring.
Well, because what was it? A couple years ago, there was that there was that snow that hit Texas, but that was like February when, like,
because February is usually our coldest month.
Yeah, so it is going to be very interesting. Like, I wonder if it's going to snow here anymore, like, throughout the next couple of months, or if it's going to snow there. And, like, I mean, obviously, anytime you get snow in Texas, it's just, like, so rare.
Everything shut down, literally.
Yeah, but what's crazy is, so, like, Cammie still lives in Lubbock, and, like, Lubbock, it snows there almost every year. Like, it's normal for them. She says it hasn't snowed yet. I know. What? Of all places, Lubbock, Texas, where it does consistently snow every year in Texas, they haven't gotten snow yet. But, like, Fort Worth, Dallas, like, I know Austin, it sleeted last night. And there was, like, it was, like, a mix of, like, sleet and, like, flurries. But
that's weird, because I feel like Lubbock's usually, like, one of the coldest places in Texas.
Yeah, because, I mean, it pretty much practically borders, like, New Mexico, where it snows all the time. Crazy.
Weird things.
Yeah.
Weird things happening.
But all I know is I had to order a, like, winter coat, like a winter jacket that's, like, built for snow. But I realized that I do not have any warm enough pants. No shoes, socks, like...
Right.
So now my, like, top half is covered, and I need to figure out what to do for the bottom half, because, again, 5 degrees, what do you wear in 5 degrees?
You just don't go outside.
Very true. Very true. I don't have gloves like today. Could not feel my hands. Like, 5 minutes out in the air, completely numb. I was like, this is kind of scary.
No, this is only so fun for so long.
No, exactly. And I'm like, it's only 15 or 13 degrees now. Like, when
Not
it's 2, what do you do?
You stay inside and you bundle up and you don't leave the house.
I guess that is very, very true. But yeah, basically, to sum it up, we both have snow, which is wild, but
crazy.
Even more so wild that it's in Fort Worth. So we'll see where this weather takes us.
Pray for us all.
No, exactly. Pray for us all. Because I feel like really in the South, no one knows what to do with snow. So
no, ever.
It's just, it's a grand old time.
We'll figure it out one day or another.
Exactly. Okay. But to kind of switch up topics, one thing that I wanted to kind of touch on last week that we didn't necessarily get the chance to, but I wanted to talk a little bit about award show season. So we're pretty much in the midst of it. The Golden Globes have already happened, and then there's just been a couple other shows here and there. And my question is for you. What are you thinking about the fashion so far?
Okay, so I'm going to be completely transparent. I haven't been keeping up with them a lot because
that's totally fine.
Fall exactly when football games fall.
Very true. Why do they have to be on a Sunday night?
Why are we picking to have this same time, like same night? Like, obviously, I'm sorry, I'm going to watch football, but obviously I've seen stuff like on TikTok, Instagram, mostly focusing on like the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
Wasn't blown away by anything.
Really?
Which I'm kind of shocked by. Obviously, I like Taylor Swift's dress. You know, I think it looks so flattering on her. I think it looks great on her. Wasn't a huge fan of Selena's dress, and I know I'm going to get so much hate for that.
But I agree. Other than I liked the top half portion.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I hated how it was a high, low, side action thing. It should have been a gown. If it was just floor length all the way to the ground, that would have been stunning, perfect, beautiful. The high-low thing is, and she is young, and I'm not aging her, I'm not whatever. I just think it's a little too young for an occasion like that. I just don't think it.
I just think it's so out. Like, why are we doing high lows?
It looked like
Please tell me why we're doing it.
Different dresses to me.
Yeah, I could see that. And like you said, it wasn't just a high low. It was like a side high low, and it just like. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I loved, like, the rosettes up here. I loved the top. I loved the color. I think she always looks amazing in red. But the bottom, I was just like, what are we doing here? Like, oh, I did like Margot Robbie, the Barbie.
Yes.
Pink reenact.
And then she had an evening change in the same dress, but in black.
Oh, really? I didn't see that one.
So it was basically like a play on, of course, Barbie. So like that was an actual like Barbie dress with like the pink sequin and then the little like tulle shawl thing. So then that Barbie also had that dress in black with a black shawl. So Margot changed into that. And I think it was almost like symbolic of here I am at the award show for Barbie, and then they won their Golden Globe, you know, award season is kicking off, but like it was nominated and it won. Now let's move on from Barbie, and like I'm going to focus on some other projects now. So like her showing up in the black is kind of like almost like the end, like thank you, farewell Barbie, love you so much, kiss kiss. Now on to other things. Which
no. And I like that.
And so smart.
I love how they've really been like playing into the Barbie and like the outfits and everything. I've loved all of that. But I think Margot Robbie's like ready to kind of move on and like not be known so much as Barbie. I mean, she'll always be Barbie in the movie, whatever. But I think she's ready for like new projects or just to like not be related to Barbie of every instant.
Yes, no, I fully agree. And I know, so there was just an award show that happened. And honestly, I don't even really know what it was for. I know that the Governor's Awards for like the Oscars just happened. The Oscars have not happened. But then there was, I swear there was another award show where Margot Robbie showed up in red. So it's kind of like she's no longer doing the pink, and she showed up in like this. I thought it was a beautiful gown. It kind of got a little heat, but it was very simple. It was just like a red gown, but it had roses all across the top. And I thought, you know, that was like a good moment, like transition into like, hey, I'm at another award show. It's not pink anymore. Like, let's start playing again with some fashion and kind of like finding her style again from Barbie. Which I love.
I know there was an award show that I cannot remember what it's called for the life of me.
Speaking
I don't know.
Of it,
whatever.
This is the dress of Margot Robbie.
Oh yes, I did see that.
It's very stunning. It kind of got a lot of heat, which is surprising. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I don't really know because I disagree. I fully agree with the heat it's getting. But I feel like the fashion that we've been seeing so far has been pretty decent and pretty good. I've been liking a lot of the men's looks as well. But you are kind of right. There has not been, granted, we're just now getting into, you know, award season and all of the award shows. So like for sure we're going to see a lot more fashion. But like there has not been truly like a moment where, you know, everyone's talking about it. So I'm very intrigued and interested to see kind of like when that moment happens and who
I know.
it will
I'm
be.
excited. I'm excited to like get into it and just really start like looking at all those, since obviously the Cowboys are out of the playoffs now because we freaking suck. So I'm excited to actually start keeping up with those and not just see everything through social media.
Yeah. No, I fully agree. But that was pretty much all I wanted to say regarding award shows. Don't worry, I have not been watching them either. Because again, why do they always have to be on like a Sunday or a Monday night? Because Monday nights we also record. So it's like
right.
Why can't it be like
a Tuesday
night?
Or Wednesday or Friday?
A Wednesday night would be literally the most ideal ever.
Exactly. And I don't know why it's like overlapping like very important like we were in the playoffs.
Very
and, like,
important
award
games.
shorts were going on. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, whatever. I don't know. I'm obviously excited for the Met. Can't wait for that one. Oh, but a lot of people have been saying like they're not getting coverage of like the red carpet. Like you have to go through like another source. I'm so not saying this right. But you have to be like switching back and forth to get like the early red carpet rather than everyone just walking in. I heard this for the Golden Globes.
Oh yeah, I feel like a lot of over the past year and a half, 2 years, it is getting harder and harder to be able to watch any carpets for award shows.
Why? Why is that?
I think it's because social media streaming. I
hate that.
I truly think that that's what it is. And like it's so annoying. It's like, why can't specific channels just show it? Like, and I don't want to have to jump.
Everything.
I don't want to have to jump from Entertainment Tonight to, XYZ. Like, I want to be able to just watch one thing, or like have to like, okay, we have to pull up this stream and then we can turn on the TV at this time, but then we have to jump to this channel. No.
Right.
Why? Why do you make it so complicated? Because yeah, sure, the award show like is great and all, but really majority of housewives, like, we want to watch the carpet.
Right.
I honestly couldn't care less. I can find out the results later on Google. I just want to see what they're wearing right now. And I want to see and I want to hear the interviews. Like, give me that. That is what that is like its own show.
And I feel like everyone, like every like social media stream is like covering someone different at the same time. Like I get there's so many different ones there, but I just want one.
Just one.
Like I'll even tune into like a social media stream, but I just need one good one where you're getting the good people. And if you're not, I'm out.
Yeah, no, exactly. I fully agree. Maybe we should go into it.
No, literally.
Start our own channel. Become interviewers.
Wait.
Slay.
Okay. No, I love that idea. But okay, I feel like that's all for award shows as of right now. Yeah. But I'm excited to get into the new quote unquote era that is known as mob wives. So, Maddie, I want to hear your input on this. We've obviously seen some TikToks I'm loving, but I want to hear your side and what you think.
So, I hate to be this girl, but I am very glad that the clean girl aesthetic is out. I really don't think it's actually out. Obviously, it's gonna be around. People, vibe with it. People love it. It is very staple. It is a very back to the basics aesthetic. I just never fit into that genre. It's not my niche. I don't know how to be a quote unquote clean girl. Not just in like life, but like even in just like vibe, clothing, hair, skin. It was never me. I really could never even attempt it because it just was a fail. I can't do slick back. I can't. Like, I look like an egghead.
Oh my God.
My ears stick out. I don't have glowing skin, which I wish. I always just have nasty spray tan hands. And I'm a very messy person, indeed. So the clean girl aesthetic just was never my thing, but it was like everyone's thing. So I'm excited that what's in now is like a genre for a lot of other people. I do have to say, mob wife era getting mad heat. There's a lot of people. Number one, I'm down for it, for being bougie, being a badass, being like, I don't give a beep. Talk to the hand. Let me layer on the spray tan. Let me put on as much jewelry as possible. Let me just be bougie, but like not necessarily like I have to be wearing like Chanel. More like I'm gonna throw on what I want and then throw just like a super fabulous fur coat on over it. That I'm down for. I'm down for that. But I feel like it's more so of a lot of people are getting mad because they're like, why does everything have to be an aesthetic? Which, like, I actually can kind of see, but I don't know. I'm here for the mob wife aesthetic. I don't think it's going to last long.
I don't think it's going to last long either. I think it's just really going to be the winter. I think everyone is going off the fur coats of that being like a mob wife. Which I want a fur coat so freaking bad, but I don't want like a cheap one. But I also like, there's no point in me buying one. I live in freaking Texas. Like,
I don't know. It's snow today.
No, actually, the one day I would need it is right now. But I don't know. I'm loving it because I feel like obviously I love the clean girl aesthetic because my hair's probably 6 days old, needs to be washed tonight, and it's just a slick back bun, ready to go. But I feel like I can play into this one as well. I mean, all black is my thing. No, exactly. Gold jewelry just stacked, sign me up.
And it's, it's very of like you have your blown out hair that isn't necessarily perfect. It's more tousled. It's kind of like, you were running out the door and like you like ripped out your curlers, threw on like the closest coat to you and just kind of like jumped in the car. And I love that. I love a tousled look. But yeah, I don't think it's going to last past the winter, but I think it's going to be, almost like a gateway to a lot of other trends and like fun fashion that we're going to play with in like the spring and the summer. Of course, everything is going to be labeled as an aesthetic. That's just kind of like the time that we're in right now. And
so
just
to say, that's just
the way
the year we're in.
Yeah, it's the way social media is going and like people are categorizing things. And taking things that already were in categories, but renaming them in a more, modern and relatable way that like, people of like our generation can like get with and vibe with. And like, sure, this was called something else in the 90s, but like that was the 90s. This is 2024. Like, it's going to be different and it's going to be played a little bit differently than it like, was. But of course, like all of these aesthetics are drawn from inspiration in the past. But I think that, like I said earlier, it's going to be like a gateway to like a lot of fun trends, which I'm hoping fun trends like are going to happen out of this. And we're kind of going to veer away of not necessarily like losing like the neutral, natural, but I think people are even going to take like clean girl aesthetic and twist it in a different way and kind of play off of it. So we'll see where it takes us.
I know. I'm excited for it because another thing I wrote down that I've been seeing all over TikTok is like a simple top is in and then like some kind of statement, jeans, bottoms, slacks, whatever with that. And then obviously like a pop of color in the shoes. If y'all have seen my TikTok, I've already given in to the colorful shoes. Did I ever think I would own bright red shoes? No.
I also, I'm going to call you out this episode. Because
I knew this was coming.
As soon as you sent me that picture, I almost called and bitched you out. But I was like, no.
I know.
We're saving it.
I know.
We're saving it for the podcast. How many episodes ago was it? Was it our first episode of the new year?
I think so.
That we did our ins and outs? I will stitch her saying this to literally her right now. She goes, I'm tired of the red accents. Red is out. Red is not in. Blah, 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 blah. This girl shows up today with bright red-ass fingernails and a new pair of red shoes. I'm tired of the red accents. Okay.
Yeah, something came over me. I don't know. I don't know who I was. I'm telling you, at the beginning of the year, it's just weird. It's a weird time.
We have to scratch everything that we said that first week of the new year because it just doesn't apply.
Exactly.
It just does not apply.
Exactly. But I'm going to say something maybe a little crazy.
Go for it.
That I think I came to this conclusion this weekend. I think red's a neutral.
Yeah, I agree. It's a primary color, of course.
I mean, yes, because that's
red,
what I was going to say. So that's what I was going to say. I feel like red and blue are neutrals. Yellow is just like, get it out. You know what I mean? But like, oh shit.
Okay. And that is my exit.
No, but would you consider a neon yellow neutral?
Well, okay, this is neon yellow. Also, I was playing in the snow earlier, and I needed to keep my head warm.
Exactly.
No, but I think that yellow, I would not consider a neutral, but I think that yellow is a statement. I'm here for yellow. I mean, I loved this past summer of 2023, the yellow moment that yellow was having. With the yellow dresses and just all that. But I do agree. I think like red is just such a rich color. And it's one of those things like when I think of red, I think of like my mom. Like I think of like when I was younger and I looked at all my mom's friends, they all had red nails on. Like they all like decorated their house with red. And so, like, I do kind of think that, like, I feel like that was also just very much of, like, our parents' generation was, like, red and any shade of red. But, like, our moms always had red fingernails. They weren't neutral like we do now. Red was always the color. Like, their go-to color was red. It wasn't Funny Bunny white. It wasn't Bubble Bath pink. No, it was red, and the red was redding. But I fully agree. I think, I feel like it's like, I'm going to leave it as like just a staple.
Right.
Like it's
right. That's a good way to put it. It's a staple within the closet.
It can be used as like a base neutral, but it also can be used as an accent. So I think it's just fully a staple. I feel like it's always good to have good red pieces in your wardrobe, which I am I'm slowly building because like I feel like when we were younger we stayed we stayed away from red so much, but I think it's because it was like our mom, like we just thought about like the older women in our lives and like that's what we associated red with. But now that we are getting older and we're pretty much like getting to like their age, we're like drawn more to red than like when we're younger, we're drawn to pink. I feel like it's almost just like a coming of age split of like when you're younger, pink is your red, but like when you're older, like you develop into liking red.
Right. I know it's so funny is I literally got my nails this color and I sent it to my dad and my grandma red nails.
All the time,
I mean, I don't think I ever saw her with like a different color. And it was like red.
Yeah, like same with my grandma. My great grandma. Like just always red. And I feel like I like tried to stay away from it for so long. I never got red nails. But like now I love it. Like, I love red.
Red is giving, like, maturity.
It is, fully.
It really is, 100%.
Fully. But, I mean, another neutral is green.
Oh, obviously.
Like, it's, you know.
But I think that's where I get, like, everyone knows, like, I stay to my neutrals. I don't get too crazy. But I'll add in my greens, I'll add in my reds, and I'll add in my blues.
Yeah.
Other than that,
what's crazy is, like, I was thinking about this the other day when I was thinking about how you went and got red nails and red shoes after you said red was out and blue was in. And I was thinking about this. I'm not really much of a blue girl. I look in my closet and yes, I have some pieces of blue, but I really don't have much. And, like, I feel like I always kind of veered away from it.
mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think, like, I don't know why, like, majority of my closet is, like, pinks, greens, like, oranges, yellows, a lot of green,
Mm-hmm.
whites, blacks. But there really, truly is not much blue.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I feel like blue and red for me. That's why I feel like it's new to me. And
she's just now discovering these colors, y'all.
I'm having my big break. Thank you. Thank you for noticing.
She's stepping out of her beige world.
No, literally.
And experiencing color for the first time.
Exactly. I'm trying to put myself out there.
I know, I'm dead. Okay, but back to the fun pants. I totally went dragged out on a rant there. But no, fun pants, 100% I'm here for this moment. I think that playing into the quote-unquote mob life aesthetic, I feel like, of course, we're going to be seeing a ton of animal print. Animal print pants, I want to be seeing more of.
Cheetah in particular.
Oh, 100%. Even, I hate to say this. I hate to say this because it might give me flashbacks to 2016, freshman year of college. Snakeskin. But snakeskin done right. I think a cool ass pair of faux leather snakeskin pants.
Skipping mauve life.
Fur coat, black shirt. A moment.
Yeah, no, I agree, but obviously a lot of people are playing into the cheetah right now. My thing that I'm searching for right now is just a good, nice, baggy pair of cheetah print jeans.
I love it.
So I've been having my eyes open looking for them literally everywhere to purchase when I find the pair I like.
I'm done. I love it. No, but I'm here for all of the moments. I'm here for the fun pants. I'm here for the mob wife. I'm here for the animal print done tastefully. Obviously, we don't want any throwbacks to the early 2000s, early 2010s. We're going to do it right this time. And I feel like we just need to all fully just play into it.
Exactly.
Because I feel like that does make it better. You know?
No, I'm excited. And just like, I feel like 2024 like hit and it was like, let's go. Like, here's the new trends, play into it. Let's find something new.
Again, we're hitting the ground running.
Yes, I'm excited for it. But I think that's really all when it comes to fashion and everything. We kind of hit on a little bit of everything. We'll be posting throughout the weeks if we find anything that we're wanting to get related to pants, related to basic tops. I've been really trying to find just like some good basic tops, and I found some on Amazon.
Ooh,
so that's always a freaking win.
Yeah.
But our top five things to make in the cold weather, because it is freezing and when it's cold, there's just like certain food
there's like
you have to freaking eat.
Yeah.
Right.
Comfort food, and I want to be devouring this in 2-degree weather.
Right. So, Maddie, take us away.
Okay, well, first things first, we have to go with a nice cup of hot chocolate. I don't care how old you are. If you don't crave hot chocolate in the cold, I don't...
Weird.
Yeah, weird. Like, sometimes I just want to end my night with a cup of hot chocolate. Like, that's my sweet treat. That's my little, you did good for the day. Have a little cup of hot chocolate.
Right.
Okay. Next, I have to go chicken noodle soup. You can't go wrong.
Obviously.
With the classic chicken noodle soup. Okay. Third, grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Okay. Yep. I agree.
That's a slay. Period. The end. Next, pot roast. I am honestly, pot roast is kind of like top of the top. I love me a pot roast. I love to make me a pot roast. I could eat pot roast all day, every single day.
Pot roast is good. I love a good pot roast.
Yeah, so good. And then last, chili and cornbread.
Yum.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Well, mine are definitely some of the same. For my first one, grilled cheese with turkey with a side of tomato soup.
Okay, stepping it up a notch.
So I always have to have like a little bit of meat. I'm not a real cheesy bread.
Do you know what's
girl.
Crazy? Sorry, this is going to be side note. Actually, I'll save it for the end of the pod. Go, continue.
Okay. Second one is chili with cornbread or my mom's beer muffins. Oh my God. I literally haven't had them in so long and my mouth is watering just thinking about them. So freaking good. And then sticking to a soup as well, tortilla soup.
Yes.
Just yum. And then biscuits and gravy. I don't have that often, but I just feel like even breakfast for dinner during the winter just hits.
Like with just pancakes. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. And then you said hot chocolate, but I like to do like the sleepy tea during winter. I just feel like it's just so warm and so relaxing, and it's just like it just gives the vibe during winter.
I am not a sleepy tea girl because I'm always sleepy. So adding something that makes me sleepier means that I will just go straight into hibernation.
Dude, I wish I cannot fall asleep to save my life.
Oh, not me. I can be out in like 5 minutes, if that even.
I wish, like, if that was my one wish, or if I had one wish, I think it would be that. Because I will just sit there and toss and turn, and toss and turn, and toss and turn.
I'm telling you, I trained myself because I used to do the same. You just have to train yourself. And I somehow sleep trained myself. But what I was going to say was lately I have had like the appetite of like a vegetarian.
What?
Like a lot of times am like, I don't want to eat meat right now. Like I've just like solely like there are some days where I'm like I didn't even have a piece of meat at all.
Huh.
Like
I feel like I'm the opposite right now. I'm like I need some protein in my life.
I don't know what it is, or like even if I like get something with meat on it, sometimes like I've found like lately I've been picking it off and not eating it.
What?
Yeah. I know.
Are you trying to be a vegetarian?
No. I just have noticed that like my like appetite and like what I've been craving has been like reflecting that.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know. Very strange.
It's a little weird.
Who knows? Maybe I'll just go vegetarian.
Hey.
I'm kidding.
It'll make me lose weight. Sign me up.
Right? Maybe I should try. Okay, but I think that was the end of this very cold episode. And we hope that you enjoyed the hodgepodge of things that we discussed and all of the fashion that we kind of dove into as the year is just now kind of getting started. And again, we hope you all stay warm and safe, and we love you so very much.
Bye, guys.